Hello everyone, we are James Bisacca, Maggie McGrath, Neda Imam, and Sabrina Payne. We are Group 1 and this is our industry analysis presentation on Butterfly IQ. In 2017, Butterfly Network received FDA clearance for the world's first chip-based ultrasound system, the Butterfly IQ. This portable device is a single handheld transducer used with an iPhone to create an accessible and affordable point-of-care ultrasound applicable for 13 clinical indications. The Butterfly IQ's chip technology replaces delicate and expensive crystals with thousands of sensors. The single transducer replaces a traditional 3-transducer ultrasound build, creating an all-in-one device for practitioners. Coupled with intuitive application interface, Butterfly IQ's 19 clinical presets allow for total body imaging across a wide spectrum of body systems such as cardiac, vascular, fetal obstetrics, abdominal, and pediatric uses. Cloud storage and the ability to evolve with AI enhancements brings more practicing power to providers with real-time information available without cost or access to barriers. David Gardner, the VP of Commercial of Butterfly Network, was gracious enough to speak with our group about this product. When creating the Butterfly IQ, this ultrasound was designed to change global access to reliable healthcare imaging. Practitioners in remote and underserved areas will be able to image, analyze data, and access global resources through an affordable pocket point-of-care ultrasound. Butterfly IQ's new technology is poised to change how the world accesses healthcare. Now, on to James for market entry strategy.
Thank you for that introduction, Maggie. Key to Butterfly's success is a well-executed market entry strategy. A key focal point to their market entry strategy has been centered around product differentiation, essentially creating a new market in the ultrasound arena. We had the opportunity to interview David Gardner, VP of Commercial at Butterfly, and he stated that the goal is to create a ubiquitous imaging solution that is clinically significant and category defining. With $350 million in private funding, including a large investment from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the company has been able to scale production and is very bullish on sales projections. Butterfly is entering the market at a price of $19.99 for the probe, comparable to similar products in the $10,000 range, and is also utilizing a monthly subscription fee for its platform. This unique cost structure allows for purchases across a multitude of budgets, but the structure of a monthly subscription provides a residual income for the enterprise for years to come. Further, the company is focused on marketing and branding. The interview with David Gardner, he notes that the company's focus is to be a flashy, fancy new toy, driving growth through unique, in his words, cool kid at the party branding. Lastly, David noted that Butterfly aims to tackle westernized markets first, and focusing launch efforts on countries such as the United States and the United Kingdom. Butterfly is attacking industry influencers and setting the stage for long-term growth in markets like Africa and the BRICS, who would follow the footprints of these westernized trends. Interestingly, with a price point sub $2,000, Butterfly has found that goodwill has become a piece of their sales strategy. David noted a specific story about an Australian physician who traveled to Africa to work. This particular physician purchased 2 Butterfly probes, one for himself and another to train midwives in Africa and ultimately leave the probe behind in the underserved community. Overall, the market entry strategy has a focus on product differentiation, cost leadership, and technological superiority. Couple this with their strength of marketing and brand recognition, it could be easily argued that Butterfly is poised to significantly disrupt the industry. This business model canvas gives a high-level overview of Butterfly's overall market strategy. The company has established unique value proposition and intends to disrupt the current model on multiple fronts. Some keys to the proposition is that the probe is pocket-sized and obviously portable. The probe utilizes chip technology rather than the piezo crystal, which is much more fragile and cannot accommodate the wide range of scan indications that the chip can. And lastly, the cost-efficient pricing model for customers enables both individual and institution-level purchases. What really makes this product unique is that it is FDA cleared for 13 indications and can easily be used as a whole body scanner. This fact alone opens up an incredible opportunity for the company to sell to all segments of care providers. With regards to sales and distribution, David Gardner noted that the company intends to sell more volume devices than all other ultrasound companies combined in 2019. Being a cost leader helps the company drive in this manner. However, with this volume, it will be important to establish relationships for distribution channels both in the United States and abroad. Now on to Neda for some opportunities and recommendations we have for the company.
Thank you, James. For Butterfly Ultrasound, the first area of weakness is bureaucratic purchasing process through facilities. Typically, ultrasound are extremely expensive, so facilities take on its cost, which may get charged back to the specific department and then the staff shares the equipment. This is a slow, arduous process that relies entirely on the facility trusting that they order enough and place in appropriate areas. However, the Butterfly IQ ultrasound is small and cheap enough that individual providers could buy it outright and carry it with them, making it stethoscope level accessible. This avoids the slow procurement process and also opens the door to easily target medical schools where they can make provider customers right at the beginning of their career, so they are more invested and likely to prefer this brand in future. Next, we would like to expand the market. Currently, only licensed medical professionals can use ultrasounds, which typically requires patients making an appointment, traveling to a provider, and paying a copay. It can create access limitations to rural patients, and it is infeasible to track medical issues in short period of time, such as every day or even every week. However, many medical devices are sold and used directly by the patients, such as blood pressure cuffs, glucometers, and thermometers. This requires additional research and FDA approval, which will be the largest hurdle to jump, but this would allow patients with history of chronic heart failure who are in rural areas to check on themselves and send images to their physician for further analysis. Patients also fit well with Butterfly's marketing campaign to look like cool cutting-edge technique. Their product opened the door to ultrasounds being a personal device with a just single probe used for the whole body imaging.
Thank you, Neda. Butterfly has already made some huge advancements in uploading scans to the cloud where providers can comment and share, but next they need to harness the powerful data this generates. We recommend they invest in artificial intelligence to use the comments and scans to generate real-time guidance to assist the user. This helps educate users on getting the clearest picture. The experience of users in Connecticut can assist a brand new user in Arizona. This data can also fuel ideas on how to improve the product and create new capabilities. Butterfly has a huge advantage by knowing more about tech and connectivity than both competitors and consumers, which they could use to lead the way and teach consumers what they want. Butterfly is remodeling and defining the ultrasound industry. Other notable recommendations we considered and still very much think Butterfly should look into are making the ultrasound wireless, improving battery life, and selling the ultrasound by the scan. The Butterfly IQ is currently plugged into your phone, which shows the scans on an app, but phones are moving towards wireless charging and headphones, removing the need for a port which Butterfly currently relies on. In addition, removing a cord makes the ultrasound that much lighter and portable. Right now, 2 hours of using the ultrasound requires 5 hours of charging, a significant amount of downtime for fairly little use. The amount of time required to fully charge the device should be decreased while increasing the battery life. And lastly, with our recent case study of Medneo, we considered applying part of their model to ultrasounds, where anyone who was still hesitant on price and unsure if they would get enough use out of it could instead pay for the ultrasound over time by the number of scans they took. This eliminates the risk of not using the device enough and simplifies chargeback to patients, as facilities and providers could simply pass on the cost to the individual patient and their insurance. This project taught us a lot about how the medical device market is completely different from many traditional business industries. While you should not outright ignore your competitors, be sure not to focus on them too much. If your device is substantially different, a competitor strategy would likely not benefit you, and you may have an entirely different market. Butterfly isn't necessarily replacing other ultrasound devices, but making an entirely new market for a portable, cheap product, which is disruptive and redefines the industry considerably. This applies to creating markets that could not afford or access the technology before, such as developing countries like Africa. This generates positive publicity and real use cases for a population that needs it, and this can propel your growth in other areas of the world. Ultimately, medical devices are transformative and have a constantly evolving market which requires critical analysis to harness. Here are the references used to inform our analysis. Thank you.